Hello. Hello. Anybody there? Hello. I'm late a bit. I'm about 4 minutes late. Naughty me. I've had all day, haven't had to do anything, and now there I am finishing off my dinner. So welcome, if anybody's here. Welcome. It says there's 7 people there, but nobody's spoken yet. Unless it's me that's got the settings set wrong. Let me have a look. Oh, somebody said hello. Hi, Jane. I'm never quite sure if I've got the settings right. Yeah, there I am. I am finishing off. Hi, Miguel, Christy, Connie, Rebecca, Ian, Elizabeth, Rebecca. Have you all been waiting for each other? You've all suddenly come in a rush. Have you come on the same bus? That's what the comedians used to say in the clubs in the Northwest. When anybody, a group of people all came in, they all used to say, have you come on the same bus? Because back in the day, people didn't own cars. Well, not often anyway. Oh, thank you, Miguel. You've watched my 2 videos. I have no idea why they keep cutting off. They do 30 minutes and then poof, gone. I'm going to have Kelly sorting that out. Hi, Tammy. Kelly is better than things technical. She said she's going to leave her camera running because normally her videos are not 30 minutes. So, hi, Julia. Oh, you've all arrived on Trev's boat. Yes, you made it, YTFP. I'm not even going to pronounce that one. It whooped. Hi, Jane, Rebecca. No, Kelly's videos don't normally last more than 30 minutes. Well, they don't last 30 minutes. So she's going to leave her camera running and see whether hers cuts out. So you got in from your Hobby Lobby haul. Ooh. I've just been reading on Facebook that one lady who'd been to one of these, big tent things, yarn tents, and she'd bought a big pile. I mean, she's been saving up, bought a big pile of yarn, and everybody was criticising her, and I'm like, it's nobody else's business what the lady does. She could have been saving up for months for that to go there, and she's bought enough for the whole year. It's nobody else's business but hers. I'm thinking, why are people so nasty like that? Why are you not allowed to have a big kind of stash that you pay for them? It is nobody else's business. What she does with her money, it's her money, she's earned it. She's not stole it off anybody or anything. She just bought what she wants. It may last her a year, who knows? Yeah, maybe she goes from year to year. I get so angry when people say, oh, you've got too much stash, or oh, you should donate it, oh, you should give it away. Why? I wouldn't tell you to give away your car, would I? Oh, you've got 2 cars in the driveway, you only need one. Give away the other car. I wouldn't tell you to do that. I don't know whether Kelly's with us at the minute, but I'll say hi to you, Wendy. Yeah, I mean, to me, that's just jealousy why people have to snap at people like that. I mean, I did a video once on my stash room. Bear in mind that my stash has been collected over a period of about 10 or 15 years of saving it up. It's not all new. It's not all what I've bought last week or anything like that. And people said to me, oh, you've got too much. You should donate it. You should make blankets for charity. And I'm like, why? It's my money. It's my stash. I'm doing what I want with it. Hi, Janet. That's my opinion anyway. I don't know whether you all agree. Yeah, they probably are jealous. I'm not a jealous person. I can look at somebody else's outfit or whatever, and think it's lovely, it's wonderful. I can look at their brand new house, their brand new car, I think it's beautiful, it's lovely. But I don't go home and say, oh, it's jealousy. You know, I don't. It's why should they have all that and I don't have anything? I'm not like that at all. Yeah, I mean, why should people make rude comments to Crystal? Yeah. It's not right. It's not okay to criticise people like that. It isn't. And I don't see why people think they've got the right to do that sort of thing. If people want to pay £1,000 for a watch, that is their prerogative, yeah? No. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely jealous of some people's skills, Elizabeth. You're right there. I am green with envy at some people's skills, and they produce the most marvellous things, and I know I haven't got a cat in hell's chance of ever making anything that beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, people get a bee in their bonnet and they like set on people, don't they? You know, let's all pick on Crystal, let's all pick on whatever. And it seems like once one person says something, everybody else thinks they've got the right to join in and start picking. Yeah, I agree with so-and-so, you shouldn't have that much yarn. Blah, blah, blah. No, load of rubbish. Do we all agree? Yeah, load of rubbish. I won't show my craft room purely because there's always the nasty comments. Most people, oh, hi there. Knit Pearl Squirrel and Granny D Thompson. Yes, most people are lovely on their videos, and I don't see why people have to nitpick. Yeah. I don't see why. Oh, my craft room. Oh, it's beyond the pale. Kelly said to me today, why are you crocheting with that very thick wool that Don sent to you? And I said, because I don't want to put it in the craft room. Does that sound stupid? I'd rather put a sweater in my sweater pile than I would put another big bag of yarn in my stash room. Exactly. People do what they want with their own money, and it's nobody else's right to. Some people go out and spend hundreds of pounds on drinking, gambling, smoking, things like that. I mean, I'm not against whatever people want to do. People want to drink, people want to smoke, blah, blah. You don't criticise them, do you? You don't say, oh, why are you spending all that money on the lottery, or why are you spending all that money going gambling? But yet when you buy wool, you're buying all that wool, but you don't need it. I know I don't need it, but I want it. We all know what it is, don't we? We want it. I've just bought some stuff from Aisha and I didn't need it. Shouldn't have bought it, but I wanted it because it was nice. Oh, don't be jealous of me, Tammy. No airs and graces on me. Hi, everybody. Hi, Ian. Kelly tried to talk me out of buying this eyeshadow. She's going, no, you don't want it. You don't want it. You don't need it. And I'm going, no, I know I don't, but I want it. And she says, no, I'm going to talk you out of it. But she didn't. I was hoping she was going to be on here tonight, but she was feeling a bit tired. So I know that your naughty yarn fairy sneaks up on me. I should never be on the PC when it gets late at night because things jump in my basket. I don't know. In the daylight, in the morning, I'm fine. But at the night time, this little bite comes in my head. My other part says, you haven't got the money, you haven't got the money. And then this other saying, well, what does it matter? What does it matter? I don't know whether you have them little people in your head that do that. Oh, Callie's tired today. She's had a headache that lasts. It's wearing her down, this headache. Hi, Sandra. With me today, it's just been aches. They're just finally going now. Somebody did put a comment on maybe it's fibromyalgia, but I've asked about it before, but the doctor's never diagnosed it, so I don't know. Just getting old, I think. Oh, thank you, Marcia. I know, Miguel, you have them as well, don't you? I mean, Sian's been suffering very badly with headaches too. I used to have them when I was in my 30s, so I know how they feel, but touching wood, and thankfully, I don't have them now. But I can sympathise with anybody who gets them because I know how bad they are. But thankfully, mine were hormonal. And after I'd had my hysterectomy and everything, I went through the mental pause very early. They all passed over, thankfully. Yeah. Oh, I know, they're terrible, aren't they, Elizabeth? Anybody who gets these migraines and headaches and that, oh, nothing worse. I mean, I can deal with the pain in my arms, I can deal with the pain in my back. But no, I don't think it'd help you, Miguel. I don't think you need a hysterectomy, dear. Kelly's, she did make one video. Are you sure, Wendy? I thought she made one this week, at least. I did think she'd made one. But, yeah. When we're a little girl, we want to be a woman, don't we, if you know what I mean? But then when we become a woman, we're like, what, every month? You sure? Yeah, I did speak to Kelly earlier on. She was going through the Colosseum. Oh dear. Yeah, I know she'd been to the cash and carry earlier on to get some spices and things, for her cooking, because she does a lot of cooking, as you know. So I know she'd been there. Because when you do a lot of cookery, like Kelly does, those little jars that you get in the supermarket are so expensive. But fortunately, where Kelly lives, there's some cash and carries, and she can buy like a big package of spices, for the same price as a little tiny jar. So it's worth her while to go and get her supplies in every now and again. I used to buy them in bigger, sort of plastic bag things rather than paying for the glass jars with the shakers. When I used to do a lot of cooking, but I don't do cooking these days. Yeah. And my poor niece has taken me shopping this afternoon, even though she's not been well. She went on holiday to celebrate her anniversary with her husband and got food poisoning. So that kind of put a damper on the... I can't remember which book this is in, Wendy. I'll try and remember and put them. I love it. It's got a different pattern at the bottom. And it's like got the 3/4 sleeves, but I love the buttons I put on it. I don't know if you can see them or not. Very sparkly. I like twinkly, sparky things. Yeah. Oh, I've been naughty all this weekend. I didn't go shopping last week because my niece was on her holidays. And so I thought, oh, I'll manage with what I've got in the freezer. But I just didn't fancy what I had in the freezer. So I had fish, gorgeous, gorgeous fish. I'm lucky enough to live near a gorgeous fish shop. And I got a lovely fish on Friday. And I actually ordered KFC the other day. Now, I don't know what was possessing me because I don't really like KFC, but I just had this yearning. It was just yearning. I wanted this KFC, and I don't know why, because I didn't enjoy it. So I've been lazy really this week. Yeah, this is I think it was 100%. Can't remember if it was a 50-50 or 100% cotton. I think it might have been a 50-50. I just can't remember which one I used. Just, yeah. But either way, I was determined it was going to be summery today, so I've got white trousers on, a white t-shirt, which I hardly ever wear a t-shirt, and it's bugging me. And my white pants, I've just dropped makeup on it, so they're not white anymore. But I was thinking I'm going to make myself feel summery. And are you going, Anna? Right. You'll be back on later. Okie dokie. Bye for now. I love cotton. I love, love, love cotton. I must get a box of stuff off for you, Ian, as well. With some things in it. Oh, yeah, I'm necklaces. I've got a bundle of them, yeah. It got warmer later on in the day, but it was quite cold. Yeah, necklace time. Necklace time, I love it. Look at that. It goes nicely with my buttons shut. Ooh, can you see the buttons? Ooh, lovely glitter. Oh, I do try, Catherine. Yeah, it's made of cotton, this one, yeah. Or it's either cotton or a cotton mix. I can't remember. I used to buy a lot of James C. Brett books, which is called Cotton On. And that was, I don't know whether it was a 50-50 cotton, but it's washed and washed and washed, yeah. Unfortunately for me, a lot of my sweaters are a bit on the small side because I have put on weight. And these were made like 2 or 3 years ago, and so they're you know, I really should diet, you know, that horrible word, diet, so that I can fit in things. But my thoughts about that are you can always make a bigger sweater. That's a defeatist attitude, isn't it? But it's mostly my sweaters from a long time ago that are too small, because obviously the other clothes I buy. Hi, Jeannie. I love these. They're so expensive, though, the ones with the glitter. I used to like I think they were called Czechoslovakian glass buttons when Czechoslovakia was Czechoslovakia. And they are absolutely... I'm going to have to look it up, Julia. It's in a book, and I can't remember which book it's in. So I'm going to have to look it up and put a link in the comments later. I knew somebody was going to ask me, but I forgot to look. I know where the book is. I can go and put my hand on it, but I can't tell you what it's called. But do you know, I rarely eat biscuits, Ian. It's sort of Saturday night is when I have my snacks and me nibbles. But biscuits, I buy biscuits mainly because my neighbour usually comes to visit me on a Friday afternoon, sorry. And I always plonk a packet of biscuits next to him, and he manages to chomp his way through most of them before he goes home. But I don't really eat biscuits at all. I tend to leave the half pack. If he doesn't eat all the pack, I tend to screw the top up like that. And then about halfway through the week afterwards, they've gone soft. If I put them in the biscuit barrel, I completely forget they're there. Oh, good show, Miguel. Yes, you're going to have a nice meetup, yeah. You do, Ian. If you were goody two shoes all of the time, wouldn't it be boring? As long as you do things in moderation, I think it doesn't do you any harm to have a few naughty things like sweeties or chocolates every now and again. It's when you sit there all day, all night, and eat chocolate all the time. I think that's when you have a problem. Yeah. No, UK biscuits are like more like your cookies, the flat, crispy things. Yeah. Oh, you're going to enjoy that, Miguel. It's so nice to get out and about and meet people who are like-minded. I mean, Zoe and I have been talking again today about, a crochet meetup at some stage, but neither of us wants to organise it. So the suggestion at the moment in the air is we just go to one of these, like a little holiday camp for 3 days. And then everybody, if they want to go, just books themselves in, pays for their own chalet or whatever it is, and makes their own way down there. That way, nobody's responsible for collecting deposits and organising rooms and things. I did notice on my video that when I switched my mic on, that the volume went down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're still trying to work on it, Ian. I don't know whether it'll ever happen, but the thought we have got is trying to make the least expensive way of doing it. Hotels are expensive. A lot of people can't afford it, and not all hotels have got a room you can use. They want to charge you for a room. Oh, we weren't going. We're not going to Pathelli. You're all right. I'm not a lover of Butlins or Pontins or anything like that, but if it's the cheapest option to do something like this, then we'll bear it in mind, because hotels are terribly expensive, and you can't just go anywhere and sit in a cafe some time or other. They don't want you hogging up the whole cafe. We had that in Manchester, like we were sat in this cafe and we all ordered and we all got sandwiches and things, but one person, not naming one person, oh, I don't want anything. I don't want any coffee. I don't want anything. And I'm thinking, yeah, the cafe's going to really love you, aren't you? Oh, yeah, those cabins are lovely, aren't they? But the trouble with the cabins is somebody's got to cook you. And I am not volunteering. No, although I don't, like I say, I don't like holiday camps. I think they've got a bad reputation out there, but they're a little bit more upmarket now. They're trying to bring them up a bit, aren't they? We did actually price Centre Parks, but it was 448 or 488 for 3 days at Centre Park. So I said, no, that's out of the question. That's, that's a month's pension kind of thing, Well, it's more than a month's pension. Hi, Zoe. I'm just discussing our ideas that are not taken off the ground yet. All right, Sian, yeah. You definitely need your coffee, Sian, yeah. Yeah, it would be nice if we could get it together sometime. We keep talking about it, don't we, Zoe? But it's just one of those things that sort of always stays in the planning stages. We need a big cattle prod for somebody to say, right, we're going to do it. We're going to do it now. We're going to. Mm-hmm. And I'd have to start saving me pennies in a jar. Stop going on ice and ordering yarn, and hobby and ordering yarn. Yeah. Oh, I want to do so many things, Rebecca. We were talking about this. Who was I talking? Was it Kelly? I think I was talking to it. Where I've got so many ideas, like buzzing around my head. Yeah. Oh, that naughty fairy keeps talking in my ear, Connie. I can't stop it. Well, it says go look on hobby. Ooh, go look on ice. They've got some nice things. I'll have to start taking a part-time job, but there's not much I can do, is there, really? Can't even be a meter and a greeter, can I? So I'm sitting there in my scooter, you know. Oh, dear. My niece said, I think a holiday camp's a good idea because you can normally, you could maybe hire a scooter, you know, to take with you or something. Or when you get there, you could hire a scooter. So you could zoom about. So, yeah. I've just been watching the lady I've just started watching on the hook. She was showing like 4 designs that she wants to do like for the summer. Yeah. And I was like, oh, like that. Oh, like that one. That's the only thing I'm envious of is when I'm watching people's videos and I'm going, oh, they've got such a good idea. Oh, I like that pattern. Yeah, well, Wendy, we'd be thinking we would be going off season anyway. You know, for expense wise, it will be cheaper to go off season than high season. You waiting for the book on my life? Oh, I started it twice and never got any further. I did 4 chapters. That was the most I'd ever done. And then, yeah, we were thinking of off-season time sometimes because if we're all sitting crocheting, as long as it's nice and warm, we won't bother if it's raining, will we? So, yeah, no, £400. It was 400 or something, wasn't it, in Centre Park? Yeah. It's a thought, isn't it? Because even if you go in a caravan somewhere, there's nowhere to sit to crochet. Yeah. Yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it? I couldn't remember if it was 448 or 488, yeah. And going in a hotel, it's not an option because there's nowhere to sit and crochet. And then you'll always get some people who want to go and stay at one of these, what do they call them? These bed and breakfasty places because they can't afford the hotel. But then you feel embarrassed if like loads of people come in the hotel when they're not staying there. Yeah, expensive hotels are terrible, aren't they? Bed and breakfasts are no use because you've got nowhere to sit. Oh, it's all problems, isn't it? I hold my hand up to all those people who organise these things. But the ones I've seen organised, the ones that are in this country, are so expensive. You know, these like knitting retreats up in the Highlands of Scotland or something. And it's like only 1,000 and something for a week, you know. Oh, you've heard about my large mansion, have you, Zoe? Stay with me, yeah. I'll be to a big extent. I get a marquee out the back. You can all sleep in tents. Conference rooms are quite expensive. We went into that, didn't we, last year? It was not last year, the year before. One of the ladies who came on, I can't remember her name. Isn't that terrible? She books up. No, not round here. Sit in a local park. What with the rain, Nathan? You must be joking. Manchester isn't raining at the minute, Marva, but it's not exactly bright and sunshiny. I did manage to do a video outside, but I was being very brave. Yeah. Yeah, you'd look lovely in a tent in my garden because my garden slopes like that. So you don't have to sleep at one end of the tent because you'd roll that way. You'd get about 2 tents in my garden, I think, if they were small ones. You know? And there isn't anywhere to park if we borrowed a caravan. There's no room. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, can you imagine trying to sleep on a slope that's going downhill? Thanks, Lydia. I'm going to look up the pattern. It's in a book. It's not a pattern, single pattern. It's in a book. Something that's called something like Crochet Gift. The rest of the book isn't sweaters. It's just bits and pieces that you make. Yeah. Oh, we'll have to think of something, Sham. We don't know what we'll have to do. We never sort of get it off the ground, do we? Because we never. It has to be somewhere that has good transport, because a lot of us don't have cars and things like that. So we have to rely on public transport. So it can't be in the back of no place. Yeah. Yeah, it's lilac, this. Lilac. Lilac, lilac, lilac. I love my lilac, yeah. Can you imagine if we hired a field from a farmer and put this massive, massive big tent? And we all slept like they used to do in the army. We all slept with our feet towards the pole in the middle. Hey, we did that for one day. It was when they were opening the tram, the metro link going to Media City. And it was the first tram ever. And we went and we crocheted on it, and people came and played music on it. And like people were saying, "Oh, do you do this all the time? It's great this year." We had such a wonderful time, and everybody that came on board, like the tram, they had to get a pair of maracas or something and join in with the singing. And there was a couple of old ladies who were really doubtful about this, until they got in the spirit of it. Then they were shaking the maracas. Yeah. I don't know of any church halls near. Well, we're not going near me anyway. We're talking about going somewhere more central for everybody that can get there. We went into all this about hiring halls and hiring places with that lady. I can't remember her name. Can you remember her, Zoe? That lady who was trying to organise us a couple of years back. She's a lovely lady. Fatima, that was the lady. She was a lovely, lovely lady, but she was used to organising big events, so she had a bigger budget scale than what we had. We wanted to do everything for a shilling, didn't we? 5p. Yeah, Queen of the Gypsies. Never been a gypsy in my life. I'm just a gypsy for crocheting. Gypsy is more the way I like to dress rather than my lifestyle, if you know what I mean. I like the gypsy kind of styles that they wear. The flowing dresses and the flowing whatever. I'm talking about the real gypsies and not the tinkers that we get today. Stop the show, yeah, right, okay. We'll stop the show. Kelly! I didn't see you. You sneaked in under cover of darkness then. I didn't see you. We don't have proper gypsies here, no. We have the ones that call themselves gypsies, but the tinkers. They camp out in places and make a mess everywhere, leave a lot of rubbish behind and stuff. They're not really gypsies. I don't think there are many proper gypsies. Yeah. It's because you've not got Kelly anymore. It's because you've got Crafted by Kelly. You sneak in and I don't see you. I was telling everybody, we're trying to say, don't order, you don't need that ice yarn. But I disobeyed you and I ordered it anyway. You're a ninja crocheter. She is. Yeah, they're travellers. They're not gypsies, are they now? Oh, I'm in your bad books. Why? Because I ordered ice yarn. It's gorgeous. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? Crinkle alert, crinkle alert. It's called pastel cotton. And it's 100% cotton. Now, could you resist that? Isn't that gorgeous? Look at those colours. Yeah. And Kelly wanted me to put it back out in the basket. Well, she wasn't being very fair. I was going to squeal and squeal and scream till I was sick. That's only one colour. Look at that. I want that myself. Isn't it pretty? Go nice with my white, wouldn't it? My white pants. Isn't that gorgeous? 100% cotton. I mean, you can't say how much it was because the postage was horrendous, as usual, for mice. But the yarn was less than £1 a ball, so if you work it out, now this one I ordered 2 colours the same, but they're different yarns. Weird. Oh, sorry for the crinkling. This is not 100% cotton. This is, can you see it's textured? But I've also got, which I didn't realise, same colour, but this is in the 100% cotton. See the difference between them though? One's wrinkly with slubs on it and one's plain. I love these. I am probably just going to make very plain tops with them, you know, because let's face it, with wool like this, well, yarn like cotton like this, you don't have to put a pattern on it, do you? So that's what I thought easy for me. Just make a nice design style, and then I just have to do it in plain, don't I? You like crinkles? Oh. Yeah, she's not been well. Kelly has not been well. She's had these momentous headaches, and it's very difficult to do all your crocheting, your knitting, and your housework when you're feeling like poop. Yeah. I'm glad to say that all my aches and pains that were with me when I made that video seem to be passing over. It was weird. It was just like I'd been to the gym. And if you know me, the gym is the last place you'll ever see me. But you know that feeling when you've overdone something, or you've been wallpapering and doing that and your arm hurts and aches the day after. It was just like that. It was every part of me, all the way, top to bottom. And even when I was walking, the tops of my legs were hurting like it was too much. And they're still tender now, even when I just touch them. And I'm like, what's going on? You know, it's like a real flare-up or something. But thankfully, my back and everything's easing out now. I couldn't even cough. I was like, it was too painful to cough. Don't you encourage me. Don't you encourage me to buy any more yarn. Oh, I can't type on any. I've got fat fingers, and I have neuropathy in the end of the fingers. So when I'm typing on my phone or my tablet, you have to decipher the messages. I think Kelly's had a few messages she's had to decipher. You have to guess at what I mean, because, you know, 2 fingers will hit the keys at the same time. And I say I've got dyslexic fingers because they just don't type what my brain is saying. I used to have a wonderful phone that my son bought me that I spoke into, and it was great. It used to say what I was talking about, but it just wouldn't behave itself in all other senses of the word, so we had to get rid of the phone. My phone always wants to correct everything to the US terms, and I set it. It asked me, did I want British terms? Yeah, UK terms, and I said yes. But every time I write the words like colour or neighbour, it tells me I'm spelling them wrong, And it's like realise they want to put a Z in everything, and it annoys me. Kelly likes changing her name, don't you, Kelly? Now, I always hit two keys at once, and only one of them comes up, so it's never the one I was actually trying to press. It's always the one next to it, like you say. Yeah. My spell check is American, or it could be anything. Whenever I type GG, it always changes it to hi, H-I-G-H, hi. Yeah, Miguel has hit the jackpot with what he's making. I'm still making and not hitting the jackpot. I sold a couple of things recently, but mind you, it's a fine line, isn't it? If I was selling too much, then I'd have to make too much more, if you know what I'm saying. And that's why I stopped doing orders, because it was making me very, very stressed, having to do things to a time schedule, making things I didn't particularly want to make, and not being rude, but everybody was larger than me that I was making for. And you wrote Kelly and it come out jelly. Yeah, it does happen a lot, that. Oh. Well, jelly's better than something rude, isn't it, Kelly? What's blizzard? Is it like a sort of snow coney thing? Is it like a slushy or something? Yeah, it is better than smelly, yeah. I used to get Jan Butty because I was called Janet Buckley. So it was always like Jan Buckley. And they used to call me Jan Butty. It's an ice cream. Ah. My brother used to call me Jezebel. He obviously loved his little sister. Yeah, called me Jezebel for years. They used to shorten it to Jez. And when I went working at this place, there was a girl there sitting next to me called Jez. And this woman shouted out, Jez. And I turned around and she said, you're not called Jez? And I went, that's a childhood nickname. So I thought somebody here knew me from when I was a kid or something. Nobody's called me that for donkey's years now. I think my brother was the last one who called me that. I like those ones that get at, we don't have that place that you've got over there. I like the one with that you get at McDonald's. I don't like going to McDonald's, but I do like they're like an ice cream thingy-majiggle, and it's got, like you say, you can get Oreos and you can get chocolates, Mars bars, everything Mars in it, and I do like them. It's sort of like a milkshake, but with ice cream, yeah. I didn't have a nickname at school, funny enough. Jam butty was when I was at junior school, but when I went to the grammar school, they were more upmarket there. They didn't. A McFlurry, that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, I do like the McFlurries. That's the only reason now why I'm going to McDonald's for a McFlurry. I've got my flask. I have indeed. It's down by my feet somewhere. That's why I was late, because I was like lolling about all day. You know what I mean? Then my niece came late because she'd been poorly all day, and so we went rushing around the supermarket, and then I came back and had my dinner, and I'm like, oh, look at the time. All right, Julie, yeah. McFlurry, yeah, that's the one, yeah. Moo after Connie the cat. That's not nice, Connie. Calling you moo. My son used to call me Medusa because I used to have those electric curlers. And every morning I had shorter hair. Every morning these electric curlers would go in. And he called me Medusa with a head full of snakes, because they had metal prods that you stick in. I hope that doesn't mean you're dead, Shan, that you didn't get any head pain. My pain is gradually going away, thank goodness. I did put heating on, though. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I don't think I have ever had the heating on in June before. Can't remember ever in all my lifetime having the heating on in June. Oh, somebody put a roller coaster ride pictures on Facebook the other day. This oh, you wouldn't have got me on that. I'd have been the one at the bottom holding the handbags. No way. Grot bags. Well, my son's nickname is Pingu. Well, where does that come from? Pingu? I know it comes from the penguin, but right. Well, they have blizzards in the UK, or is it a picture that you had when you were in the US? Oh, I don't like fairs. I'm just a wimp. Yeah, I'm a wimp when it comes to fairs. I used to just about manage the waltzes when I was a teenager, even though I used to be dizzy and sick when I got off them. But no, I'm not. I'm not a fairground person. I'm all right on the horses that go up and down. The old-fashioned horses that go up and down and up and down. I love that bit. Anything else? Nope. I went all around Blackpool Fairground and just held everybody's coats and bags, sat on the bench at the bottom. I just don't like them. They make me feel dizzy and sick. And I've got inner ear problems, so it just sends me completely off balance. And then I've done the ghost train, little things like that, and the log roll, because that was only a little one where you went through and got wet through, yeah. But I think I've done the teacups, yeah. But I haven't done anything else that's. I once went on the big wheel when I was a teenager, and it broke down. And me and two friends were stuck at the top, and they thought it was hilarious to rock it backwards and forwards because they knew I was so scared, yeah. And they kept rocking it backwards and forwards. We were at the very top, and I'm like, no, stop it. So I got off that, and I've never been on one since. We can't all go to Alton Towers. We won't be doing any crocheting at Alton Towers. Yeah, I'm definitely the bag and coat lady. Yeah. Yeah, I used to be sitting on a bench at the bottom with about 5 handbags and coats and everything. But I did do one thing at the fun fair in Blackpool that nobody else would do. I held the snake, and it was a big, big snake. And he was all over my shoulders, and I thought he was gorgeous. It's funny, I'm not frightened of the big, big snakes. I'm just frightened of the little things that riddle. Mm. So I wouldn't go on the big things and everything like that. But I would hold the snake. Oh, you lost all bravery when you become a mole. The London Eye might be all right because you're like in a carriage, aren't you? That's like sealed around. You know, I might, you know, but I mean, there's a kiddie falling off a roller coaster. He's supposed to be very poorly, isn't he? I mean, how come he fell off the back of it, though? I don't know. He should have been strapped in. Don't know how he come to be out of his, you know, whether he'd riddled his way out or what he'd done. But I always thought they were well strapped in to, not to fall out backwards off them. You know, most people that I've heard of falling off things like that have been muckied about, you know. Hi, Brandon. You've been on the Pepsi Max? Is that a big? I'm no good with big woozy things. Oh, whistle, whistle while you work. You thought, what was a drink? I missed that bit. Yeah, we're getting the trolls already now. Oh, Pepsi Max. I had a Pepsi for the first time. Was it the other day? It didn't taste like it used to. Ah, I'm with you now, Nathan. I've not been to Blackpool for years and years and years. You going to bed, Ian? Why are you going to bed? You're not feeling well. I don't know why he's giving up. Why are you giving up for, Ian? He's not answering. Pepsi Max. Now, I'm sure Pepsi used to taste different. The can I drank, it didn't taste much different than Coca-Cola. And I'm thinking, they always had a very distinct taste, I remember. Unless my taste buds have gone AWOL when I've got older, I don't know. Where's Ian gone? Ian, what have you given up for? I've not tried the raspberry one. I don't like cherry cola. Ooh, ooh. When it first came out, I tried that and it was horrible. Yeah, it used to have a very, very strong taste, as I remember, Pepsi. And you used to have two camps of people, didn't you? Those who like Coca-Cola and those who like Pepsi. And, you know, they never swapped over, did they? They were always, you know, you either like Pepsi or you like Coke. But I never liked the Pepsi. It was always very, very strong. Yeah, I don't drink much Coke. The only time I drink Coke is when it's got the rum in it. Mm-hmm. So, because I don't drink much anymore, then I don't drink Coke. I don't drink Coke on its own, if you know what I'm saying. We don't have any Sonic places. I don't like tea. I've tried all kinds of tea. I wish I did because I get sick of drinking coffee. You know, I've tried all flavours of tea. I've tried all these people who said, oh, you've got to try this tea. It's wonderful. You've got to try that tea. It's marvellous. I just don't like tea. Hi, Tina. I am sick of drinking coffee. It gets boring drinking coffee all the time. Because I don't like anything else, really. I drink water. I drink coffee. Green tea and Coke. Mm. The only green tea I like is the kind that they give you in the Chinese restaurants. The stuff you buy in the supermarkets doesn't taste like green tea to me. And I've tried all different brands. I've tried all these that are supposed to be the bee's knees. I even bought a package of like all assorted teas from Amazon one time with 94 different kinds of tea in it. Nope. No, I can't drink tea. I just feel sick the minute it eats my mouth. It's the back taste. I know I used to know somebody who drank milk and Pepsi. I drink iced coffee, yes I do, yeah. But no, I've tried tea, I've tried iced tea, lemon tea. Yeah, Kelly's doing very well. Didn't make any difference to your headaches though, did it, Kelly? We thought that might be causing it, but I like milkshakes, but I'm always afraid of buying like the syrups because of the sugar that's in them. I don't know whether you can buy sugar free, I've never looked. You know, that milkshake syrup that you used to put in milk when your kids were little. You know, they did banana, didn't they, and strawberry and all of that. Well, you're welcome, Tina. Doesn't matter whether you joined last week or whatever. I love the milkshakes with the ice cream floats. Woo! Yeah, the crusher stuff. I don't know whether they do like sugar free. I'll have to have a look. They used to do the powdered stuff, didn't they? But I didn't like it. I only used to like that syrup in a bottle. That powder stuff never mixed in well, did it? It used to always be like cocoa powder. Ugh. My son used to like his milkshakes made with, what's it called? Ribena and stuff. I buy tea, then I throw it all away, Lydia. Honestly. Oh, thank you, Tina. My channel's finishing up like a chit-chat channel these days because I'm not doing that much crochet. I could be doing my crochet now, but what am I doing? I'm just chit-chatting. Yeah. All right, hedgehog fibres. I've heard of it, but I've not seen it. Coffee jello. Some people, when they make teas and coffee, they make it with that sticky milk, don't they? You know, that condensed milk. I once got offered a drink by a West Indian, and it was lovely actually. It was carrot juice with like this sticky milk in it, and I thought it doesn't sound nice, but I tell you what, it's it was nice, yeah. Well, it's got no added sugar. Well, I might have a look at that actually because I need to drink more milk for the calcium. Who has a works in a yarn store or owns one? Who's that? Who dat? Who dat? I can sit and eat condensed milk on its own, and I can't because it's got so much sugar in it. Yeah. Woo. I used to sit and eat it when I was little, put my finger in the tin, and then my mother used to sort of smack my hand and give me a spoon. Don't keep putting your dirty finger in there. Other people have got to eat it. I thought, not if I've got anything to do with it, because I'm going to eat the whole lot of it. I remember my mum used to make fudge, and she used to put the tin in boiling water. And they used to boil it, didn't they? I don't know why you used to boil it. Yeah. Oh, we used to have carnation evaporated milk on tin fruit. On a Sunday, that was our Sunday pudding. Yeah, Sunday pudding it was. It was always tin fruit. And I tell you what, I mean, we had a tin like that, and it used to do for 4 people. Yeah. And a little tin of carnation between 4 of us, yeah. I mean, people today be like, what's that? That's not a portion, you know. She's got yarn in her drawing room. Cat knit, yeah. What am I working on? I'm working on that thick stuff. I pulled it back because I was running out of wool. So I pulled it back and started it again. So you just reminded me I should be doing it. Oh, got Velcro stuck to it. My mum used to make fudge or something with that condensed milk, yeah. Ah, making caramel. Yeah, she used to make fudgy stuff with it, yeah. I used to make homemade fudge when I was a little younger. It's one thing I could make, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm making. I'd gone on a lot further, but on the pattern it's done sideways and you have the ribbon on it at the bottom. And it was eating up the yarn too much, so I pulled it back because I can always do the rib and the bands like in a different colour if I run out. So I took it off. No, caramel, it's when you boil like that sticky milk stuff, condensed milk, it goes into like caramel stuff that you make sweets with and fudge with and stuff. I used to like making toffees, but it used to make a right mess of your saucepan. Oh, I love golden syrup on porridge. Oh, something else I've had to forego. Can't do it, can't put it on now. Lots of things I've had to give up with being a diabetic now. Can't eat all the sugar stuff that I used to. Makes you wonder, like, I wasn't diagnosed until I was like in my very, very late 60s. And yet I ate less sugar when I was in my very late 60s than I did when I was younger. So maybe we kind of burn it up when we're younger, I don't know. Why we're suddenly diabetic when we get older. Yeah, I know. Bread is, but I love my bread, so I cut down on lots of other things, you know. You're away from the screen, but you're listening. Okay, okay. Yeah, la di da, yeah. Nestle Carnation Caramel. Yeah, my taste buds have changed as I've got older. I don't like things as sweet. I bought some fudge the other day and I used to love fudge. And I put one piece in my mouth and I'm like, oh, that is just so sugary. You go to see your endocrinologist. Don't even know what one of those is. Showing me ignorance here now, Miguel. Don't even know what one is. I'm waiting for an appointment for my orthopedic surgeon now. See about that cyst on my leg, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my taste buds have changed, Jane. I'm not as, hi Lisa, I'm not as sweet-toothed as I used to be. And this is why I can't understand, like, why I've developed diabetes at this time of life when I'm not eating as many sweet things as I used to. I mean, I'd sit quite happily and eat a big bag of sweets um, and not think any more about it. But now I have got a couple of sweets and I've had enough, you know. That's it. Oh, it's a diabetic. We mustn't call them that over here. I used to go to the hospital, you know, to see mine, but they decided that my diabetes was kind of in control, so with my medication, so it was just pointless me keep going. My doctor just does my blood tests now. You haven't lost the wrench, Miguel. It's still there. I can still see it. Hi, Ethan. We have pound shops over here, or poundland shops and stuff. Pound wise, pound something or other. But they don't seem to have half of what you have in your, um, you know, your dollar stores. No, they sacked me off from the hospital and everything. Everything, really. Although the orthopedic surgeon's not going to be happy to see me back again because they sacked me off and said there's no more they could do for me. And now I'm back again for a different reason though. The only thing I'm under the hospital for now is my breathing machine and allegedly for that spinal injection. But I don't know when that is. Where is Japantown? Why is it called Japantown? Do you have a lot of Japanese down there? Yarn in pound on occasionally. I wouldn't say it's lovely stuff though. I have bought from there, yeah, I have. But it's not the greatest yarn in the world, is it? And I've never, well, not for a long, long time, I have not heard of it. We haven't had any yarn in our Aldi. Our Aldi branch never gets it. I don't know why. Yeah, we've got Chinatown in Manchester, but not a Japanese one. It's called Chinatown because all the Chinese restaurants are just there. Yeah, Aldi, says it has yarn in all of its stores, but I think they should have said all of the stores except Janet's. So either somebody buys it all up before I get it, or it never gets there. Don't know. I went to a different Lidl and a different Aldi, and they had piles of yarn. Hello, Naturecraft. Howdy doody. Yeah, they say it's in all the stores, but it isn't. And if you go online, there's only certain ones that you can buy online. I did manage to get some cakes, but I've not used online from Aldi. Feels a bit rough. I probably wouldn't have bought it if I'd have, gone into the store and felt it. It's not like the other stuff I've got. I've got lots and lots of cakes of yarn to use up that I bought from Lolly's when she had a massive sale on. Yeah, they're rough, and I've got 6 of them, I think. Ooh. I've had some nice yarn from Aldi at times, but recently it's all been rubbish. When they first used to have it, it was all acrylic, but at least it was decent quality. But this cake yarn, I'm not that impressed with it. Got to use it up. Yeah. It's a pity it costs so much to send it to the Philippines, otherwise I'd send it over to Rosita. See what she would make with it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It'll get used somewhere or other or given away. Oh. It's only 10 already. Yawning. No, the Walmart, which are Asda in the UK, they don't carry any yarn. I mean, Zoe went to that lovely Hobby Lobby, was it called, or something? I don't have one anywhere near me. I think, I don't see, has one, and Nathan has one. Hobbycraft, yeah. We haven't got one near me. Yeah, somebody knows where there is one. I don't know. Was it you, Nathan, or was it Ian that went to one? Gosh, we're all little farmers on here. You're the one with the with the cattle. We've got cattle, we've got chickens. What else have we got? We've got snapping turtles. Oh, thank you so much, Peter. Whistle, whistle. Why do you find it necessary to come on and be stupid? Yeah, don't worry about it, Lydia. I don't. I just take them for the idiots that they are. People with small brains make little comments like that. If they were gifted with intelligence, they wouldn't do it, would they? Exactly. I'm going to pour myself a coffee because my mouth's gone dry. I wish I liked tea, like I say, but I don't. I haven't been to a Hobbycraft ever. Oh, I tell a lie, they did open one somewhere one time, but it was all other crafts rather than wool. And then it shut down. I don't know where it was. I remember somebody saying, oh, there's a Hobbycraft. And I go, oh, yeah, great. And it was all like paints and, all kinds of hobbies, if you're with me. Not wool. Cross-stitching, painting, stuff like that. Philo and stuff. Sweet, sweet. Tell you what I've never used that West Yorkshire spinners. I know I live in the UK, but I've never used it. I know, it's nice to go and feel the yarn and wool into before you buy it, but it isn't always possible. I mean, we were going to go to Lolly's, in Blackpool, Sue and I, but now she's in Scotland, I don't even know when I'm going to see her next. I mean, we chat all the time on the phone, but it's not the same as a popping round, is it? All right, Granny D. Good night. Yeah, I'd like to go to Lolly's and have a look round there. I'm going to have lots of knots in this thing to darning, but never mind. I normally try to leave my yarn at the end of a row, but if I did that with this yarn, I'd have nothing done because it's 50-gram balls, super thick yarn, doesn't go very far. Do you're all a load of wimps tonight? Going to bed at this time. Zoe, this is not you at all. Thought you were the midnight oil burner. Night, Zoe. Hi, Marlene. We'll try to have fun without you, Zoe. It'll be very hard without you handing around the biscuits and the coffee. We'll have to get Nathan on the job. No, I'm dogless tonight. You know, Poppy went home on Monday and Gigi doesn't come at the weekends. I'm making a super thick jacket out of some really super thick wool. Oh, we've got autocorrect again. Here we are. We've got Miguel. Somebody's selling 3 aliens. Yeah, I love it. Autocorrect is brilliant, isn't it? It doesn't even cost that much in the shop. Yeah, we know what you meant, Miguel. Just taking the mickey. It's your autocorrect again. I know, that must be boring. Everybody tonight, they're all going to bed. Yeah, it would be pretty cheap for aliens, wouldn't it? It's like when you go on eBay, you look at the yarn on eBay, and somebody's selling like about 10 of these little part balls or something or other, and they want like £5 for it plus £5 postage, and you thinking to yourself, you're getting like what, about 5 or 6 half balls. I've got hiccups now. It's a 10mm. Yeah. Yeah, I miss the factory shops. There used to be factory shops there used to be a lot of places in Yorkshire that used to do their own yarn, you know, before it all started coming from Turkey and everything. And when they used to have any miss colours or a yarn that's not quite the right thickness or something like that, they used to have these mill shops that used to be open on certain days, and you could go and you could buy things from there. But it's all sort of stops. Everything that gets imported now. No, I've never heard of Tiger. You know, even Sirdar and places that are supposed to be well renowned as being, you know, UK spinners and that. And when you look at the label, everything comes from Bulgaria, Turkey, or Italy, or somewhere. I don't think anybody makes. Well, we're Shropshire Spinners. I think their yarn's supposed to be British, isn't it? Oh, I don't know about the EU. I've lost all interest in the EU. Maybe I was surprised. I think I read somewhere that you can't buy wool much in Australia. And I'm like, all the sheep you've got there. And they can't, they find it difficult to get pure wool. Which you think is a bit kind of ironic, don't you? Mm. Oh, I find the arm bones terrifically expensive for what they are. I use a glass bowl, you know, because most of the bowls are. I find yarn bowls are like shallow to me. You know, they're not high enough up, especially if you've got. If I'm using like a red heart style of yarn, I actually put them in a plastic spaghetti holder. Yeah, I don't want to pay that kind of. They're very pretty. These yarn balls, aren't they? They're really pretty. But I don't see the point of them. Oh, merino, merino. I don't like anything I've got to hand wash. I'm just lazy. When I was younger, everything was hand wash. You know, baby things, everything was hand wash. You didn't even bother asking. It was a big thing when everything became machine washable. And I used to be standing there, you know, every week, like we had a massive big sink then. Before you have these nitty sinks in these modern kitchens, we had a big, like, pots, what do you call it, porcelain sink. And, you know, I used to wash all my woolies in there. Yeah, I looked at the one. They were really pretty, the ones in Woolfest, but I just didn't justify paying the money for them. It's like when I bought those lovely skeins of wool when we went to Countess Blaze. Oh, Fred's going, is he? Oh, you turtle. As long as he's safe, you know, because he's probably not used to being out in the wild on his own. My yarn bowl is usually at the floor. I've got a big basket on wheels that I think they're meant to be like for putting. It was a baby shower gift for somebody. And they put it on the skip. They put it outside because they didn't want it. It was still all covered in pink ribbons and everything. So I appropriated it and scrubbed it all out and put it on the decking to dry. And so it's like I mean, they're quite expensive. It's like made of wicker with handles and 4 little wheels. I've not heard of Tiger Shop. Yeah, basket's great in it for a freebie. I've looked at them at places like Wayfair and they're quite expensive. So I'm quite chuffed I've got a basket for nothing. So I just wheel it backwards and forwards. It's got all my stuff in it. Yeah, that's what it is, the wicker basket. I've also got a lovely bag that Grace GB Maltese sent to me. It's a big bag like that with places to put the yarn and everything. But that's holding one of my knitting projects at the moment. I really should finish off. Yeah, it looks like a little baby crib, only smaller. It's got little wooden wheels on it. People buy them for, you know, baby showers and trim them up and put ribbons on them and, you know, fill it full of, well, you'd call them diapers and things, you know. Yeah, I'm always appropriating different things for that. I'd be frightened of breaking, and the one that Kelly's got is lovely, but it's ceramic, I think. I'd have to have one made of wood so that bounced, you know, because I'm always knocking things off. I'm a bit clumsy. Oh, how lovely. I love kittens and that, but Gigi hates cats. And my son's dog would just kind of torment the living daylights out of it. So as long as I've got the 2 dogs that come now and again, I can't have a cat. Oh, whistle while you work. Right, Lydia, yeah. You never heard of a basket on wheels? That's probably because you've not had a baby, Miguel. They're quite the thing that people give as gifts, when it's and they fill it with baby items like for and trim it up with ribbons and that and balloons. But this one was in the tips, so nobody wanted it, so they put it in the skip outside. So I appropriated it because it was brand new. But I just washed it anyway and put it on the deck to dry. Yeah, but you have to think what's best, don't you, for Fred? Is Lady Jane behaving herself? Yeah, they make nappy cakes now. They don't often do the baskets, but I got this one about a couple of years ago. It was the people up the road, they were moving out, and they'd put everything they didn't want, like in this big skip, and perched on top was this basket trim with pink ribbons. So I was going shopping at the time, and I thought, if that's still there when I come back, it's coming home with me. And it was still there when I went back, so it came home with me. Nothing else came home with me, just the basket. People don't have yard sales over here or put things out, for other people to pick up. Yeah, either way, I'm happy with my little basket on wheels. I just keep it next to my chair. Every now and again, I have to clear out because I tend to throw things in it, but I don't want them all around the front room. I just chuck them in the basket. So every now and again, I have to clear out because there's everything but crafting stuff in my basket. It's full of all sorts of. I get a load of junk mail. Have you got over 50s life insurance and all that stuff? Well, your insurance is now up. I just rip them all up and throw them in the bin. I am making a rather chunky jacket. That's what I'm making. Yeah, I've got a lovely big zipper bag thing but it's full of my knitting, as I said. So you're on the fence. I hope it's not electrified. You're sitting on it, Miguel. Could do yourself a lot of damage. Oh yeah, I used to have one of those. They're very expensive now. They used to be made out of Bakelite before they were made out of the polythene. I used to sell them in the shop, but they were always like for the hand rolled balls, weren't they? They were only little, like a beehive shape. But all the yarn used to be in hanks. It used to be all wound by hand. It had a little handle so you could put it on your wrist while you were knitting. Oh right, you're on the fence about buying a cart. Yeah. A freestanding toilet roll holder. Yeah, I've seen people use them. Yeah. Um, thought somebody had been on earlier on, Miguel, or am I dreaming that Nancy and Mia's been on? Maybe I'm dreaming, Miguel. Maybe I am. I'm sure one of them was on earlier. Did the storm blow over, Miguel? No, you were on alert, weren't you, for some kind of a storm things? I've got a 3-shelf trolley, but I use mine in the kitchen. It's got my tea towels and all sorts of stuff on it. Oh, you've had a terrible week. Oh, you're off to bed, Kelly, right? Okie dokie. Probably speak to you tomorrow sometime. If you're making that video you said you were going to make today. And didn't. Hint. Hint. Don't forget, if you get a chance, Kelly, can you leave your camera on for longer than 30 minutes and see whether it cuts off and restarts itself? Whether it's just mine. I mean, it restarts itself in like a heartbeat. It hardly misses a word I say. It's so strange where it cuts off and then starts up again. The only time I know about it is when I come to upload a video and I get 2 videos. I will remind you. The morning, maybe not so early. I may be having a lie-in. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to do videos for 90 to 100 and something minutes. So, but it just cuts off. I don't hear it cut off or anything. The first thing I know about it is when I come to upload my video and find I've got 2 videos. Oh, thank you, Marlene. I'm glad you enjoy it. Hi, Magaline. Yeah, I have to label them part 1 and part 2 because I'm absolutely rubbish. I can't edit and put them together. Oh, that's sad, Sandra. That's bad, isn't it? Especially when they're family members. We used to have a friend that used to spread lies about us. But gradually, she got found out that what she was saying was a load of, yeah. But did we get an apology? No, we didn't. It wasn't just me, it was a few others. It was like she had a big wooden spoon and she was like stirring it up, saying one thing to somebody else that somebody else was supposed to have said about them and all that jazz. And it wasn't, none of it was true. She was just like stirring it up. You know, it's like, oh, so-and-so said something about you. But we found out that it was all a load of, yeah. I don't know why people find it necessary. Yeah, let it go, Sandra. You're a better woman. Oh, hi, Linda. Didn't see you sneak in. Yeah, some people just have a passion for telling lies and stirring trouble, don't they? I always think that they must have a very, very miserable life if they get a lot of pleasure out of being, you know, nasty, stirring things up and beep, 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 you know, picking at people and that. You have to sort of feel sad for them, really, because their lives must be so flipping miserable. I'm too busy doing my own thing to be picking at people. Yeah. If people don't like me or my videos, well, you know, can't please everybody all the time. It doesn't worry me. And I'm not going to get upset about anything. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi, Linda. Yeah, I'm fortunate with my family. that there isn't any feuding in mine. Yeah, it's awful, that atmosphere, isn't it, Linda, when they have to go round? I mean, do they think that nobody's going to challenge it and nobody's going to find out that they're telling lies? Because it's like my dad used to say, if you're a liar, you have to have a very, very good memory to remember what you said about who to who. And if you haven't got a good memory, then you just trip yourself up all the time, yeah? Oh, happy birthday for tomorrow, Linda. Hope you have a great day. Yeah, some people are just like that, Sandra. They just pick at everybody. So I wouldn't take it too personal. They'd probably picking at everybody else as well. Don't worry. Be happy. I'm very, very lucky with my family. There's no animosity in any of my family. You know, we're not living in each other's pockets, but we're there if anybody needs us. Um, we all stay in touch-ish. So there's no backbiting, there's no horribleness anywhere, thankfully. I'd hate to be in a family that was at war. Yeah, as I say, liars always check themselves up, Sandra, so you can hold your head up high because it's not you that's doing it. So just think you are above them, that you are a better person. Yeah, if I find people are not true friends, I just gradually drop them from my friendship. Oh, right, you're going to a new place, Elizabeth. That sounds nice. Moving in a new place. I've not done that since I got married. I know I do like lilacs and purples. I really do, yeah. Oh, thank you, Janet. You're going to bed now, are you, as well? Everybody's lightweights today. Everybody's sleeping. Oh, how sweet. Thank you very much for being a troll on my channel. You're just a troll. Well, don't we love trolls, don't we, on here? Yeah, we just get used to them. Oh, you're going now, Jane? Yes, put it all behind you, Sandra. You're a better person. Don't sink to their level. Yeah, that's good, Heidi. Yeah, I used to sing that when I was little. And I used to sing it to my son. Really good song to sing to a child, isn't it? I'm a troll, fold your roll and I'll eat you for supper. And you tell them things like that before they go to sleep, and then you wonder why they're frightened of things in the wardrobe. Honestly. Some of the bedtime stories we have over here in the UK, I don't know if it's the same in the US, are really horrific. For a little child, you're telling them stories like that at night. Yeah, the trolls today are quite, they don't eat you for supper, they just try to upset you. But at my time of life, I have heard it all before, and nothing phases me anymore. Nothing phases me. I think they must all think that they're so original and unique, that I've not heard it before. Oh, bad dog's wife, you're so pathetic. Just go away. Pathetic. Go find something to do with your life instead of being stupid. I feel so sorry for you. This is all you've got to do all day. Just come on and make try to upset people because it's not working. We just find you rather amusing in a pathetic sort of way. Oh, thank you very much, Amiga. I've never heard myself being called grandma before. You are such shocking me. Oh, I am so terrified of you. Oh, oh, oh. Wow. Yeah, they're pathetic. Pathetic they are. Yeah, I just find them silly. Whether they think they're bugging me, whether they think they're whatever, I don't know. But I just think they're stupid. Just show themselves up for the idiots that they are. Hi, Ginger. Yeah, the Blossom. Blossom? No, I don't think Blossom's the one with the cattle, is she? I thought Blossom was the one with the shop. Am I getting confused now? Is it any wonder? I'm old. It's so funny when they think that they're being horrible calling me a grandma when I'm actually a great grandma. So, that really doesn't bother me being called grandma. Right. Miguel wants to know who it is who keeps cattle because he's not going to be happy until he finds out who is the person who keeps cattle. So if you know who keeps cattle, can you tell Miguel? Because he obviously wants to know who's got the cows. He couldn't have her stuff. I don't know who's got the cattle, Miguel. Oh, it's Blossom. It is Blossom who has the cows. Right, okay. We've sorted it out at last, Blossom. It's been a mystery all day. She's the one with all the bull. No, I think she got the cows, not the bull. Yeah, I saw on Facebook you had a cow, yeah. Yeah, I know somebody else's. I just got a message saying that they heard me better before I turned on the mic. So, well, at least I got an answer, don't I? You buy a camera with an external mic and you find out after you've spent all that money on the external mic that you're better off without one. I made you spit out your water. Oh dear. We don't have any money, but we do have fun. How many inches am I supposed to be crocheting? Right, in a body. Oh, are you going as well, Connie? Right. Okie dokie, we'll see you next week. Cows have got the most beautiful eyes. Have you seen them? They are gorgeous eyes. Right, let me see. Sleeve divide, done that bit. Divide for front and back. Do you know, give me an old-fashioned pattern and I'm happy. They're telling me too much information on this pattern and I'm going dizzy. Right, divide for front and back. Repeat last 2 rows. No, I'm not dividing for there. Right. Repeat until body measures 12.5 inches from the sleeve divide. That's what I wanted to know. Took me ages to find that. Is anybody else like me that they can't see these? You know when you have patterns that have different colours for the different sizes, and they have like pink, green, blue and everything, and I can't see the ones that are certain colours. I may be a bit colourblind or something. Never used to be, but I think I am now. Oh, for goodness sake. 3 online dating sites that actually work. Yeah, right, okay, bye-bye. They would only work if I wanted them to work. Yeah, they're just all different colours. I only know cows through walking through fields of them when I was a kiddie. My grandma used to live in what was a farmhouse, but over the years, the land all around the farmhouse got sold off. So there was just the farmhouse. And all the land around it was like used by farmers with their cows. But there was like a shortcut through the field to get to my grandma's. And I used to walk through past all the cows. And it wasn't fenced off or anything. It was just, just walk through with the cows. Occasionally they'd come over to have a look at you. Oh, thank you, Blossom. I couldn't understand why one day the farmer's like waving his hands and telling me to get out, get out. And I'm like, well, I always come through this way. And it turned out he'd put the bull in the field with the cows. And I was only about 6 or 7 at the time, so I think he was terrified I'd get trampled on or something. I hadn't noticed that it was a bull and not a cow. Or that there was a bull in there. I don't think the bull was all that interested. He was too busy chasing the cows. But I suppose he was thinking, God, she's only a kid. What if she got kicked or something? Can I be liable? And I couldn't understand what he was going monkey about. Why he was going crazy. Oh, hell, everyone. Somebody else with an autocorrect again. Hi, Patricia. We've been having some funny autocorrects all day today. That's why we're a bit hysterical. Oh, dear. What with Miguel and his aliens. And now we've got Patricia saying hell. I've never been any good with keeping livestock or anything. Oh, dear. My dad kept hens when I was little. I used to love it when he bought the chickens. They were little when he bought them. And I used to have to keep going up to keep them warm. Yeah, the fruit flies seem to have all disappeared. I don't know where they came from. It was like a big cloud of them came up from this plum. Yeah, we used to buy little teeny weeny baby chickens. And but it was the days before like there was electric on site or anything like that. And it was like the paraffin heaters, and you had to keep going up to make sure that they were still lit. And loads of times they'd go out, this heater, and these poor little chicks would die of cold. Yeah. And I used to be terribly upset when I was little, saying, why have they all died? Well, I mean, my dad couldn't keep getting up and going out in the middle of the night to see that the paraffin heater was still lit. I mean, nowadays they have these electric heaters and stuff like that, don't they, now, to keep them all warm. Yeah, when we lived in Wales briefly with my aunt, we had chickens then. I used to live in the orchard where the fruit trees were, because the fruit trees were covered over all the way around with chicken wire, even on top like that, to keep the birds off from eating all the fruit. So the chickens used to happily scratch about in there. They used to go in and feed them. Occasionally, they'd want to get out and come wandering into the kitchen garden. And it was like, no, the chickens are in the garden again. But that was a bit. Well, there used to be pigs as well. There was pigs at the top of the garden, but I think we got rid of those. Or my aunt and uncle got rid of them. I like the goats that climb trees. I don't know where these. What gets me is you don't have any fruit flies in your kitchen. Yeah? Nowhere around. You don't have any fruit flies. And then one of your pieces of fruit starts going soft or a bit bad or whatever. And so you pick it up out of the bowl to put it into the, trash thing. And as you pick it up, thousands of these fruit flies that are minute, they're smaller than a flea, start buzzing around everywhere. And you're like, where did they come from? Is what I want to know. Do they manage to sneak in through the window? Do they just come as a swarm? Or do they just breed themselves from the fruit or something? I don't know where they come from. I get them in the kitchen a lot if I've got fruit. Hi, Anna. Yeah, I was watching a program on, was it on the Lake District type of thing, and all around that places. And they were saying that they have sheep there to keep the grass down in certain places, otherwise it would just revert to shrubs, So, it must be nice. That must be weird. If they faint. Must be something to do with like a blood pressure or something, or blood going to the head. Yeah, I've heard something else about, the brown bits on the bananas, why you should wipe them all off in case there's little eggs on them or something, that's been laid in their own country. Yeah, that's a good idea. Then it won't all be eaten. You got, let the grass grow up a bit in certain fields, and that's what normally farmers used to do in the old days. I mean, now farming's changed now. I'm talking about the old methods of farming. They'd rotate the sheep and the cows from one field to another, different years. Plagued with pestilence. I get plagued with flies. Blue, we call them blue bottles, the ones that buzz. They get annoyed because they buzz around your head and everywhere. They won't leave you alone. So they wouldn't be so annoying if they didn't buzz you. dive bomb you. You get one in the house and then zzz, zzz, zzz. I sit many a time with a towel on my head, like the Sheik of Araby, trying to keep them away from me. Yeah, no, it's not on the banana. You know the banana stalk bit, the bit that sticks up? That's the bit that they say you should wipe when you bring it in the house. I always think that. Somebody else said to cover them with it's cling film, whether it's aluminium foil, you know, at the top's like to. I'm working on a chunky jacket and woo, in that yarn that Dawn sent to me. That's Third Art Indie is what I'm working on. Lovely colours, aren't they? We don't normally have screens. You can buy screens for open windows and doors. I don't think we have fire ants, but I'm not well up with that. I think we just have ordinary ants, but yep. Yeah, I'm crocheting it even though I won't be wearing it till winter. But I didn't want to put the wool up in there in with the rest of the wool. I just thought, I'll make it up quick and oh, hi Evie. You made it. Everybody seems to be leaving early tonight. I don't know where. They're all sleepyheads. Gosh, you found some yarn at the charity shop. I never find any craft books. Oh. Yeah, no, we don't have fire ants. I believe they're vicious, aren't they? I'm working on a chunky jacket that's worked side to side. That's what I'm working on. Big hook, 10mm. Why would you think you're unpopular, Nature Crafts? Oh, dear. Yeah, no, they're lovely colours, aren't they, Marva? I think they're gorgeous. And they'll go with quite a few things in my wardrobe for the winter. Oh, your son's being fussy. You're not pregnant, are you, Miguel? You're craving watermelon? I know. Do you ever get like when you're doing something else and something pops in your head and you can taste it in your mouth? And it's just, it's all a look of the draw, Nature. I was no subs hardly at all for the first couple of years. And then all of a sudden, I started to get subs. But I didn't even think I'd got 100 in the first couple of years. It just takes people a long time to find you. You know, you don't get found right away. Yeah, well, you're probably on a par with me then, Nature Crafts, because I just didn't. I just didn't have many subs at all. I was excited, I think, when I got 100, you know. It was like, because it took me a long time to get 100. And it's just one of those things. All of a sudden, one day, somebody will discover you or whatever. And then you'll find you get one sub, another sub, another sub, another sub. No, it is hard to advertise because If you go around saying, oh, please sub to me, people think, oh, she must be pretty crap if she has to beg for a sub. So people find you, and, it's like these people who say, oh, I want to have 100 subscribers or 200 subscribers for, before the end of the year. And it's just hit and miss. You kind of wonder why some people have these wonderful channels with thousands of people watching them, and you think, well, they're pretty rubbish, How come they've got all these people subscribing? And yet other people have got absolutely brilliant channels, and you think, why have they got so few subscribers? Why is not everybody watching these people? It's nice. I always say never give up. Just keep. Oh yeah, mentioning no names. Yeah, with the people who beg for subscribers every 5 minutes on a video. It's just up to you whether or not you think you want to do a YouTube, Miguel. Oh, tell me about it. Oh dear. Yeah, no, some people just every 5 minutes on their channel say, oh, if you like me, subscribe, hit the button. It's all right saying that once, but when you say it about 25 times in the space of an hour, it becomes very irritating, and you think, no, I'm not going to blooming subscribe to you because you're pestering. Nathan knows who I mean. Please like and subscribe. Hit the button. You can say it at the beginning of a video. You can say it at the end of a video. But not all the way through. Exactly, Miguel. You know who I mean, don't you, as well? I mean, some people's channels just suddenly grow for no reason, and other people's channels just, you cannot grow a channel overnight. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of time. I mean, I've been on here now for 7 years, and I would say for the first 3 or 4 years, hardly anybody knew who I was. It's just the way it goes, yeah. You don't become an overnight success like, why, I'm going to make a channel. Why have I not got 100 subscribers by the first 3 weeks, yeah? It doesn't work. If your content is interesting and if you put enough videos out there, eventually somebody will notice you, yeah. Yeah, you know who I mean, don't you? Yeah. But some people are so impatient. If they don't get, like 1,000 subs by the first 6 months or something, they think they're a failure. Good grief. I think I was years before I got a first 1,000 subs. And I was like, God, couldn't believe it. Somebody actually told me, you've got 1,000 subs. And I'm like, what? I was amazed. Yeah, YouTube are being a bit fussy, aren't they? Like, they won't let you monetize. Not that you get any money from monetization. You wouldn't be able to live off it unless you're one of these people with about 55 million subscribers. The little amount that they give you, for being monetized it's nice. It's nice. When you do get a little bit of recompense, but it's not anything that you can bank on. It's not something that you could live on. You wouldn't be changing your lifestyle because of what you would earn. It's nice, and it goes very nicely towards me getting some new yarn, But I didn't monetize for a long time. It was only when I got to a certain amount of subscribers that somebody said to me, why don't you do it? So I thought, well, I will, just for the bit of money that you get. But as I say, it's not hardly worth it. You know, people who are like, oh, I want to monetize, think the money's going to come rolling in. It's like, no. They only pay you out when you get to a certain amount. So I can be 2-3 months before I get to that certain amount, and then they pay me. And it's not a lot. You know, not a lot. It buys me half an ice order, let's just say. Yeah, the live stream sort of started by accident with me, really. It was really Sean. I used to watch Sean do her live channel. I used to join in and everything. And then when she stopped, oh, thank you, Josh. When she stopped for various reasons with her health, I thought, well, you know, I'll give it a try. And I said to Shani, you don't mind if I take over your slot? And she said, oh, no. If I decide to come back, she says, I'll take another time slot. It doesn't worry me. Yeah. I didn't want her to think I was like muscling in or trying to take over her place and stuff. Because, you know, we're a nice community. We don't sort of, well, I don't willingly like jump in and upset people, if you know what I'm saying. But Sean was very nice about it. And she said, no, I don't mind you, you know, you're doing a Saturday night slot. I don't mind, so. Yeah, I like doing videos. Oh gosh, I like doing videos sometimes, but sometimes I went through a period of where I didn't want to do them. You know, I was off. Well, you all know I went through a period about a few months ago where I didn't want to do anything. I was feeling really rough, and it made me feel depressed, even though I wasn't depressed. You know, but I've got back into it again. You'd be glad to know. You know, I mean, I'm not telling a lie sometimes that yeah, but you don't really get paid a lot for doing your lives because it goes by who advertises with you. When you're doing a live, you don't get the adverts. So, you know, it's not that I do the lives because I'll get more money, because I don't. It's I've missed something here with nature crafts. Somebody's up and died. Is it a friend of yours? Nathan, somebody, well, Jenny wants me to read a book out on private video for her little boy. He wants me to read her a book. But I won't do it on a public one because I'm always scared of copyrights, you know. Well, I know how you feel. My neighbour died. It's just over a year ago. And she was the loveliest person in the world, and we're still getting over her passing. And her partner comes on a Friday usually to talk to me and have a chat. We had a chat about her. And he's finding it very, very difficult. So it is difficult. I mean, she obviously wasn't my partner, but oh, whistle while you working. Yeah, that's what I explained to. She's very much with me in my head, in my mind. It's just that she's not here physically. But she's still very much alive to me in my mind. I mean, her partner's having difficulty in coping with the fact that she's passed. But I'm not. I get great comfort in the fact that she's not in any pain anymore. And, you know, it was the same with my dad when my dad passed. Obviously, I was sad to lose my dad, but I was glad for my dad's sake that he was passed because he wasn't in any more pain. And it's like a double-edged sword, yeah. He's just been on, actually, not long before. Oh, no, I'm with you. Yeah, I don't know who that. I've been told I've got a very soothing voice. I think it comes with age, to be quite honest with. No, I'm not enabling. I do have ads on replays, do I? But not many people watch the replay of a live stream. It's pretty boring, isn't it, when you can only see one side of it all. I don't watch live streams if I'm not watching them live, if you're with me. Yeah, yeah, but it doesn't bother me. I don't do these live streams for the fact that you know, they might be monetized and I might make money out of them. That's not why I do. I just do them because I enjoy them, and it's just a Saturday night, isn't it? It's like Saturday night going out, isn't it? But we don't go out, yeah. Oh my goodness. I am so behind with people's videos. I've tried to watch them on the TV, but my TV keeps putting them all in the wrong order, and you know, you're trying to watch them, and and I don't like sitting on this chair too long because it isn't the most comfy chair in the world. It's you know, a PC chair, and yeah, we do lives for the enjoyment of it. I don't do lives for thinking about, oh, will I get paid for doing a Saturday Night Live? Because I just don't think I do. The very, very few people watch the replay, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I come in for the company. It's like a little family. Everybody's nice in here. Well, apart from the trolls, but you know, everybody's nice. There's no nastiness, and you know, nobody picks at each other. A lot of people have said they feel comfortable coming in because it's such a an easygoing channel. And I always say it's not my channel. I'm just in the chair. You know, it's everybody's channel. That's why I like it when you talk to each other in the, you know, in the sidebar. It's making friends with different people. You know, finding people who've got the same interest in you as you do. And that's what I like to see. That's what I hope to achieve when I set this channel up. You know, I didn't set this channel up to be promoting. I might use my other videos to promote what I've made and what I've done. But by and large, I don't do that on here. Because this is not what this is about. This is a friendship channel, yeah. I know. I tend not to watch the lives when they're not live, if you know what I mean, because it's kind of one-sided, and you don't hear, and you're not getting the atmosphere and the vibes that you get when the thing is actually live. Yeah, yeah. I like the lives that guy does, the one who has the farm. He was on what's she called, Ellen's show, because he did that singing song when he was singing to the goats in the barn, and it went viral everywhere. But he now does live videos occasionally when he's got goats being born or rabbits being born or something like that. And you know, I like watching it. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, what are you in the US though, Heidi? Because I get troubles with timing of people's things. I mean, people are always saying to me, what time is it, your channel, when I'm in Central America, and I have no idea. So, I mean, if I hit anybody's live videos, it's a wonder. because your time is completely different to mine. You know, if you say, "Oh, I'm on at 9 o'clock every whatever Tuesdays," I have no idea what 9 o'clock my time is in Eastern. You know, so if I hit a live video, it's a miracle, yeah, because I'm not sitting at the PC all the time, so I don't see the things come up, you know, on my email. Yeah. So that's why I miss most people's lives, because it's not I don't want to watch them, it's just that I miss them because I'm either in bed or I'm somewhere around, you know. I used to spend a lot more time on the PC than I do now, but I found it was eating into my time, you know, for doing my crocheting, doing my housework, because I think I've told you it takes me so long to do any housework these days, so long, that if I sit on here or, you know, all the morning or something like that, everything hurts and it aches and I get stuck on this chair and you know, then I can't get up, I can't walk, I can't move. So I try not to. I try to be rigid now and say I'm going to check my emails, check my Facebook, check whatever, and then I'm going to go in the other room and get some chores done. You know, do a bit of ironing, do a bit of whatever. And I've had to start doing that because I was sort of, I won't say wasting time, because your time's never wasted, is it, when you're watching YouTube? But you know what I mean? The day was just going, you know, going past me. Yeah. When you were saying alert, that reminds me of my son when we were little. She was on here earlier, actually, Kelly. You've just missed her, Patricia. When we were little and we were talking about alert, and my son kept saying, "But what is alert?" And I said, "Well, it's when you brighten, you know, uppity and all that." And he's going, "No, but what's alert?" He said, "You're saying alert, and I want to know what alert is." And then I got the idea that he meant A and then alert, and he wanted to know what alert was. It took me ages to get him to understand what it meant. Yeah. How many rooms do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rooms. That's counting everything. Bathroom and a garage. Yeah, 6 rooms I have. And they are not. Yeah, the place does need a lot more alerts. Yeah. I want to be alert. Anybody else want to be alert? Oh, so what's everybody doing tomorrow if you're not doing anything later today? Let's unite, yeah. We'll all have a thing with Let's Unite. Yeah. Now we know what Miguel's going to be doing, so that's unless he's feeling poorly. So what's anybody else got planned for tomorrow? I've got nothing planned tomorrow. Yeah, exactly, Tina. That's what I'm going to be doing. Having a lie-in and oh my goodness me. Yeah, that's why it takes me ages to clean it. Some rooms I don't go into, like the craft room. That's why the door's shut. Yeah. Yeah, it very much depends on how I feel when I wake up, what I do tomorrow. I'm hoping to get some crochet done, obviously. And I keep saying I want to put the clean laundry away. I haven't done that yet. I'm running out of underwear. It's all clean. It's just all still in the baskets. All right, Ginger, you're going out for your birthday breakfast. That's nice. I miss going to the local supermarket. They used to do a brilliant breakfast. The proper traditional English, And then they changed it into a blinking Costa. And then, no, we're all right. I think we're whistle alerts at the moment, Nathan. So I think Miguel's on one. Yeah, I'm too lazy to make my own full English breakfast. So I used to love going out to Tesco's. Used to make a really good English breakfast, with toast and everything like that. And there's nowhere now that that does one. Not that I know of. Maybe there is one. Because a lot of the cafes that we have in the precinct and that, they don't open on Sunday. So, oh, hi. Hi, Jeannie. Hi. Yeah, better late than never. You're right there. I used to love treating myself to Sunday morning proper breakfast, yeah. It tastes much nicer when somebody puts it in front of you and it's already done. But when I have to stand there, cooking, the English breakfast is like bacon, eggs, sometimes tomatoes, sometimes baked beans. You can have fried bread, you can have black puddings, you can have toast, all sorts of things like that in an English breakfast, yeah. That's the beauty of staying in a hotel where they have a big buffet and you can go along and put, your bacon on, your eggs on, and whatever. No, I don't want HP sauce. That's going to ruin my breakfast. It's got to be tomato sauce. You and your HP sauce, Nathan, you have it on everything. How do you fry bread? You just put some, well, if you're traditional sort of northern, you would put dripping, which is all lard, but people don't, they're all minded, aren't they now? They want vegetable oil and stuff. I don't like it like that. Yeah, you put a slice of bread and you just sort of fry it on both sides. Yeah. I don't know what French toast is. I always thought you did French toast in the oven. Ooh, I feel your pain, Jane. Yeah, when the two of the dogs were here, it was very, very aromatic at times. Not in a nice way. Gigi always manages to do that when I'm holding him. Vegetable oil. Oh, it's awful, isn't it? Yeah. No, I don't like kippers. That's what I don't like. No. Yeah, I love fried bread. Very bad for you. Very sort of high in calories, but now and again it's nice. Yeah. No, vegetable oil is really horrible. Yeah. Horrible. It's like margarine. We got on that subject once before. I said if I'm going to clog my arteries, I'm going to clog them up with something natural. You only put it on the sausages and the bacon right now. I like tomato sauce on everything. I don't know what French toast is. Will somebody tell me what French toast is? Because I don't know what it is. I hear people sort of talking about it. And I think I'm getting it wrong. No, bread in a toast is not the same. That's dry. Ah, it's eggy bread, is it? Is that what French bread is? Eggy bread. I don't particularly like eggy bread. I'd rather have my eggs fried. Oh, right. No, no. Well, fried bread is just bread. Yeah. Yeah. No, well, our fried bread is just bread. It doesn't have, it's not dunked in eggs or anything. It's just fried bread. And it's lovely. It's everything I shouldn't have on a Sunday. Bacon I grill. Tomatoes I grill. Eggs I do fry because I like fried eggs rather than... I'll have poached eggs and I'll have other things on other days, but on a Sunday it's got to be fried eggs. And then I don't like baked beans. I like baked beans, but I don't like them on my breakfast. I'd prefer tomatoes, yeah. Yeah, I use white bread. I don't. Brown bread upsets my stomach. I've got IBS. And some of the things that I'm supposed to eat that are supposed to be good for me upset me. So, oh, I don't want syrup on my bread. Yeah, it's a sort of HP is like a spicy brown sauce. It's got a taste all on its own, yeah. No, I wouldn't want cinnamon on it. I don't like sweet things. That's why I can never understand why people put maple syrup on bacon. Bacon is bacon. It doesn't want syrup on it. Yeah, mine's red sauce. Got a red sauce all the time, yeah. Gosh, that sounds nice. I like homemade stuffing. It's nice. My mother used to be a brilliant, used to make brilliant stuffing, yeah. Yeah, I'm just not a lot. I like baked beans, but I like my baked beans on toast. I don't like baked beans at the side of, yeah, cereal and toast is my weekly weekly breakfast. Porridge is my weekly breakfast. But weekends, I like my bacon. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. Full English breakfast is a heart attack waiting to happen, isn't it? Baked beans on toast, love them. Americans think we're crazy because they don't know what baked beans are. They've got visions we put like green string beans on a toast. No, they're like I don't know whether they're pinto beans or what they are, but they're in tomato sauce. We don't have sugar cookies. We have biscuits. I think that's the other way around. Our biscuits are not like your biscuits. Your biscuits are more like scones, yeah. Oh, we don't do politics on here, Dan. Don't do it. They may be like barbecue beans, but I think barbecue beans has got a different taste to them. Gosh, that's good, Nathan. Hope you got a few packs and put them in the freezer. Yeah. No, I don't like anything too sweet, which is why I'm not a lover of maple syrups and stuff. Excuse me. Oh. Baked beans always remind me of the beans that they ate in what's it called? Flaming Saddles or Burning Saddles, or what was it called, that film? Blazing Saddles, that was it. When they're all sitting around the campfire eating beans, yeah. Yeah. Crumpets are like a pie clip. They're kind of flat with loads of little holes in them. Oh, baked beans. Yeah. My friend's husband used to call them fartleberries. because that's what they make you do. No, I don't like maple syrup. I might like it if it was on ice cream or something, or even a sweet waffle. But I don't want it on my bacon. Yeah. Yeah, but I know I always used to make people look at me funny when I used to say I'm having beans on toast, and they're just like, hmm? Yeah, blazing saddles when they're all sat round the campfire. All passing wind. Oh, Anthony, that's very. Oh, I've never heard that one before. That's very original, dear. Very, very original. Ha ha. I'll go and have one right now. I've just whistled him out. Yeah. Oh, your mother's driving you crazy. Oh, sometimes I wish my mother was still here driving me crazy. The driver's mad when they're here, and we miss them like anything when they're not. Yeah. That's who submitted the work anyway, just for my channel. I do have an Etsy shop, but like I say, I don't use this. Oh, it's you talking to Josh, right? Okay. Thought you were talking to me then for a minute. Just got to say I don't use this channel to promote myself. But yeah. This seems to have been 10.5 inches for ages. Yeah, I do have an Etsy shop. Yes, I do. It's Urban Gypsy Crochet. That's me one advert for the night now. Oh, 12 inches. I've got to do one more row. Yeah, I think this is one more row. Yeah, one more row. And then I'm ready to divide for the neck hole. Oh, thank you, Heidi. Yes. We have a Worcester over in England. It's funny when we hear you say things like Birmingham because we've got Birmingham. I'm making a very, very super chunky jacket with some wool that I was gifted very kindly by a lady called Dawn. I'm making that chunky jacket. I decided rather than put it into the stash room. I know it tickles me that Worcestershire. Worcester. And it's Leicester. They always is it Leicester, you say? Yeah, it's for me this one. It was a gift, so I'm using it for me. Yeah. Yeah. Leicester, they say, don't they? Whereas we say Leicester. It's just funny when I hear it said by other people. We probably pronounce a lot of your things wrong anyway. We say Worcester sauce, where you say Worcestershire. You pronounce all the syllables out, yeah. We probably say things wrong. Yeah. I mean, we've got a place that when anybody's not from local here, they call it Green Acres, whereas people around here call it Grinnikers. And it's always been Grinnikers. And it's not going to be Green Acres, not for anybody at all, even though that's the way it's written. We always have these And it's like there's a place called Slaithwaite in Yorkshire, and it's never called Slaithwaite, it's Slowett. So when you see somebody on the TV and they're saying, Slaithwaite, and you're like, no, it's Slowett, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that aluminium, you call it aluminum, don't you? Whereas we call it aluminium, yeah. Yeah, the old controversy. It's like tomato, tomato, isn't it? Yeah. We'll always say things differently. Mm. So we don't get into arguments of who's right, who's wrong. It's just the way we have it. It's like in the UK, we don't say Iran and Iraq, we say Iran and Iraq. It's just little things, isn't it, that we say differently. And it's like Tunisian, we say Tunisian, Americans say Tunisian. It's just little things that you pick up on when you go, what? What? But it's no good getting your knickers in a twist, is it, just because somebody says something different than you do? It's just the way that they pronounce things, the way they're brought up, and the way they learn. Oh, yeah, I say macrame, yeah, whereas Americans say macrame. Yeah. But how do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it Tunisia, or do you pronounce it Tunisia? Well, you can't help that, can you, Nate? You can't help who your parents are. What they say, you can choose your friends, but you're stuck with the family. Yeah, it just, I won't say it amuses me. It just tickles me in a way that we're all supposed to speak the same language, and yet we don't, do we? We never will, because we're both of us convinced that we say it right. Yeah, it's all whatever. But I think that the differences are not. Um, yeah, we say budgie. Parakeet is a different bird altogether over here. We've got budgies. Um, yeah, I think the differences are not as much now because we have more communications with different people. We have more access to films and things. Oh, yeah, eggplant. We don't call it eggplant. There's all sorts of things. But we're getting to know now what things mean in America. I think the only thing we really struggle with is biscuits. Um, that we think of biscuits as cookies. And when you're saying you're having biscuits with gravy, we're like, what? What would you want a biscuit with gravy on it for? There's certain things like that that we find sort of a bit confusing. But yeah, aubergines, we say, yeah. Yeah, you see, I would pronounce it as sequin. Yeah. Yeah, they're flat and they're crispy. It's thin, flat, crispy. They're they're like a cookie, I suppose. But I always think your cookies are more squashy. More like homemade things, more squashy-ish. A lot of the older names are coming back. You know, Enid might be an archaic name, but I mean, all the older names are coming back. Like Arthur's and all sorts of things like that. Yeah. It's just, I think people are getting fed up of the Chardonnays and all that jazz. These made up names where people are make names up to try and make the kids into something special. But oh, hi Dawn, you going now, are you? I'll try my best, although I'll probably do a lot of sleeping, Dawn, to be quite honest. It's an not unusual name because I've had aunties called Enid, but yeah, that's another name. I mean, fancy calling a child that name? You know, it's just, yeah, the little girl across the road from me is called Connie. She's only about a year old. But yeah, Archie. I mean, that's an old name. And I told you there was a little boy in the store the other week called Ambrose. But you know, all the older names are coming back. Yeah, I mean, fancy not knowing that that's the name of an ST, do you? Your Michael Vincent always reminds me of Bones. Didn't they call their little boy that? Oh, the one who allegedly finished up in a wheelchair, him and his wife. Their little boy was called Michael Vincent, wasn't he? I wanted to call my son Damien, but that was long before that film came out. Yeah, Stella does mean star, yeah. I've got a friend whose daughter's called Stella. Oh, you know me and my cheap necklaces. I buy bundles of them off eBay. This is what I mean, Sandra, about the world getting smaller. Because we now communicate with more people from other parts of the world. We now understand their lingo, because when we didn't have things like, you know, videos and stuff, and we wouldn't know the slang, for words and things. Why does I measured it before and it was 12 inches and now it's not. I think both sides are different. How can that be when you're doing the same number of rows? This is weird. No, it's still only measuring 11 and a half. Yeah, Stella's a nice name. Stella McCartney. You used to be addicted to Sims. Or to Stella. Autocorrect again, Blossom. Autocorrect. Well, as long as you're not a troll, Josh, you're welcome to stay. We just get a lot of trolls, so we always have to check whether people are interested in crochet or things like that. But we don't mind if people are not knitters or crocheters, as long as they're polite and they stay on the channel. Then that's fine. We just get trolled a lot, and that's why we're asking how you come to find us. If you're not a crocheter. Yeah. I was boringly called after both my grandmothers, so nothing excited about my names. Yeah. exactly if we're not rude. If people are not rude, that's fine. You nickname your son Tigger. My son's nickname for a long, long time was Tids. And that was purely my fault because I accidentally called him Tiddles in front of his friends when he was young. And they all thought it was absolutely hilarious. And they called him Tiddles for a long time. And then because Tiddles was a bit long, they shortened it to Tids. So he was known as Tids everywhere. And when I say to people who were his friends when he was little, and I say, I'm Ian's mum, and they say, who? And I say, Tids. And they go, oh, yeah, Tids, yeah. So that's how we know. That's what he was called. I think nicknames are fun. As I told you, my son's is Pingu. You know, after the cartoon, Pingu the penguin. So he's a Pingu. Oh, Lord knows where that's turned up from. Oh, hi, Debbie. Yeah, he was Tids when he was young, and now he's Pingu. La, 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 la. Tuppence, that reminds me of those Agatha Christie film things. That was it called Tuppence and what was her husband called? Tommy and Tuppence in the Agatha Christie mysteries. Oh my goodness, he's got a long name there. I had a mannequin, Josh, and I was talking on live on a video, and she literally sort of fell to pieces around me. And I left it in the video, and she's like falling on me, and her arms and legs are going everywhere. So it was one of my finer moments. She's actually not got a wig on at the moment. She's Goldilocks. I thought that Poppy, you know, the dog, when she came to stay, would bark at her, but she just ignored her completely. You know, because I thought she'd be, ooh, what's that? That new thing there. Joanne was, if my son had been a girl, he was going to be called Joe Anna, the same way that you put it there. Yes, she is a bit blossom, you're right there. She's not got a nice face, this one. But the lady who's, you know, doing the making mark that we're sort of joining in bits and pieces, it's not got off the ground really yet. She doesn't want me to use its head or its, she just wants me to use it like headless, if you know what I mean. Her suggestion today, yesterday when she came, was that I crocheted a pair of shorts just to see how they. Yeah, I only go live once a week. Yeah, Josh. I crocheted a pair of lacy shorts that, you know, the young ones would wear over a bikini or something. I'll try one pair and see what happens, see if they sell. Obviously, it wouldn't for larger ladies, because I don't think they would look good, really. Oh, yeah. I'm too lazy to have websites. I used to have a blogging page, but it was all, yeah, well, we're doing them in cotton, Nathan, yeah. I certainly won't be doing them in that itchy, scratchy Lurex. Can you imagine a pair of shorts in them, in that? Yeah, there's a pattern on Ravelry that I like, but it's a, you know, £4.80 pattern. But there's another lovely one on Etsy, and that's £6 or £7 for the pattern. And I'm like, what? You know, I'm pretty tight when it comes to that. I'd rather buy a book. You know, you can get a book for 10 or 12 pounds. When they're asking like £7, £8 for a single pattern, and you're like, what? You know, I don't mind paying like £3, £4 for a pattern, but £7, £8 is a lot of money for me. Especially when, you know, if nobody buys these shorts, and I may never use the pattern ever again. Oh, what has happened to this? Yeah, it's going to be a test piece, the shorts, to see whether anybody likes them or not. So, you know, I don't really fancy paying like £6, £7 for for the pattern. It would be okay if you knew you were going to pay maybe about 10 or 12 pairs of shorts. Ugh. And I object to paying like that when the pattern arrives. It's not written very well. It's like rubbish and that. And you know for a fact they've never had it tested or pattern checked or anything. I've got no chickens round here either, Miguel. We're not allowed to keep livestock and things in our garden. It's all to do with planning and stuff. We're allowed to have rabbits and tortoises and things like that in our gardens, but definitely no livestock. No chickens. Nothing like that. No goats. No cows, no sheep. We're bound by the city laws, yeah. Oh, tell them to all go outside and throw a bucket of water on them all. Because they won't stop bickering. I'm actually up to the neck. So I'm down to the fact that was my crochet hook. But I like it because it's metal, even though it's a 10mm. It's a metal hook. Well, tell them to all buzz off. Tell them there's no more cooking unless there's shift. Put your spoon down and turn the cooker off. Oh, look at that. See? Growing, growing, growing. I love the colours. Aren't they gorgeous? So looking forward to wearing it in the winter. I think it's snack break. It's midnight now, so it's time. I haven't got Pom Bears today. No, not Pom Bears. I've got Walker's Ready Salted Crisps. It's backwards to me. I don't know if it's backwards to you, but it's backwards to me. The trouble with these is they've got twice as many calories in them as my Pom Bears do. That's the only snag with them. I have to get my glasses to see. It's 132 calories in my bag of crisps. But my friend Jenny laughs at my bags of crisps because she says they're like the sample boxes bags that you put in a kiddie snack box. So these are what we call crisps. You would call them chips, I suppose. Really, I don't know. Don't know. That's what they come like. And the only ones I like are ready salted. I don't like any of the flavoured. Oh, there's nothing worse than slimy. Yeah, you call them potato chips. We call them crisps, yeah. Yeah, ready salted. They no longer put crisps on them now. They used to say Walker's Crisps, but they don't now. Yeah, when we call them chips, fries are different to us. Fries are little thin things that you get like at McDonald's. Chips are nice big chunky things cut into real, real potatoes. Oh, your kitchen must be lovely, Miguel, if you're chucking spaghetti at the wall. You know me and cooking. Don't do it. I'll have to clear the top of this. Yeah, I've got my snacks. I've got my crisps. I'll have to clear the top of the cooker. My cooker has a drop-down lid in metal that drops down, so it turns it into a worktop. And I tend to put things on the worktop. So, like Sunday mornings when I want to clear it off to do the eggs and that, I'll have to shift things. Miguel's got something in the crock pot, I think. Nathan. This is where I crunch. People say, I can hear you crunching. Yeah, I'm eating. Sorry about that, but I can't eat crisps without crunching. Crochet or knitting is a great stress buster. It's a proven fact. It's all over the internet now. But they're teaching lots of people to crochet or to knit just to calm them down. Because while you're concentrating on doing a craft, it can be another craft. It can be embroidery. It can be anything. As long as you're crafting slowly with your hands and that, then you're relaxing your brain, yeah. I think anybody who does tutorials, Blossom, is great because I have no patience. People who do tutorials, I'll hold my hands up to them. I mean, Kelly's thinking of doing some tutorials eventually when she gets the setup sorted out. I just know I don't have patience. I think it takes a certain kind of person. I've got hiccups again. To do good tutorials, some people are brilliant at it. I love to save them, on the YouTube, but it says save. And I save them under like cardigan or whatever top. Because there's some absolutely brilliant YouTube videos out there. So, I mean, I can't compete with that. I know I can't compete with that. What on earth is an MOD anyway? You get whatever you want, ultra killer, but not on here. Right, Heidi. I'll try and find you. I'll try and find you live. That might be a feat. Yeah, there's loads of great people who do tutorials. Absolutely brilliant people. When people ask me why I don't do them, I say there's so many people do really, really brilliant tutorials. So I don't need to. Whatever you want to know, you'll find it on YouTube. Night, Penny. I like watching Kelly when she cooks. She makes me feel terribly guilty. She makes it look so easy, doesn't she? I'll do my best to catch them, but I don't know whether I'll catch the live ones. It's just, I'll have to sort myself out with timing and find how it coincides with my daytime. I know her food looks. She gave me some of the rice she'd done with, it had mince in it and chickpeas. Man, she did try and kill me near enough because she forgot to take a clove out and I ate it. But apart from that, it was very nice. She said she'd forgotten to take the cloves out. And I wasn't expecting her to be like, what's that? I'm just eating something horrible, what's in it? Then I discovered it was a clove. But she cooks a lot because with the being Muslim, she, uses a lot of different things than what I would eat. Not that I wouldn't hear her cooking, because I would, but she wouldn't eat my stuff, if you know what I mean. You're going out looking for catfish. I've never eaten a catfish. Is it a bit like lobster or what? Yeah, you might catch a turtle to replace the other turtle you've got. That's how you finished up with the first turtle, isn't it? I'm never quite sure what you mean by turtles now, because we have tortoises. Tortoises are the ones that don't live in water. You know what I mean? They only drink water. They don't go in water. And then we've got turtles and terrapins that live in water, and they also come out of water. So when people call a turtle, I'm never sure if you mean a tortoise or something. No, I didn't get any flowers, Miguel. I haven't got any flowers yet. I need to go to a garden centre. But I really need some tubs. I want some like wall hanging baskets to go on the top of the rails of that decking. That's where I want the flowers. So until I get I price them up, the wooden ones. Oh, they're so expensive, and I'm just worried about if I have wooden ones, whether they'd be too heavy and they'd, alter the decking. So I think it might have to be plastic ones, which I'm not keen on, but they'd be all right when they're full of flowers, I suppose. No, I don't think they're poisonous. Well, I've not died anyway. I've had one, but you usually use them for flavouring, but you normally take them out. But Kelly must have missed this clove when she took things out, because there was star anisette in there as well. But I found that one. I didn't eat that one. Catfish. So catfish are a bit more like shrimps then, are they? Or prawns. The only catfish I've ever seen have been the ones in tubs, tanks. Yeah. My son has a catfish. It's supposed to keep the water clean or something, isn't it, in the tank, because he's got tropical fish and he's also got his catfish or whatever it is. But it's only teeny. It's only not that big. No, I didn't mean to eat it. It was in the rice. I just took a big spoonful of rice and ate the clove as well. But I'm still here, so obviously no ill effects. Yeah, Kelly cuts with a lot of I don't know whether what we have tortoises and we have turtles. Turtles live in water and land, but tortoises don't. But when I look sometimes and I'm looking at something American and somebody's going, "Oh, there's a turtle," I'm going, "That's a tortoise." Turtles live in the water and terrapins live in the water. So that's what I mean. That's why we get confused. Same language, different words. Well, that's good. Green beans. You'll be having green beans with your dinner. You've got to go, have you, right, Nature Craft? Okay, we'll see you maybe next week. And don't be worrying about your subs. Blimey. Catfish are £100. Oh, yeah. Otherwise they'll fill up with, they'll just rot. That's why I want to hang them on the other side of the railings, so that when I water them, it goes onto the grass. I don't want it dripping on the decking, leaving dirty marks where the soil comes through. Kelly's fine, Marva. She was on here earlier on. Sue, I spoke to her middle of the week. She's doing great. She's still getting the house in shape. They're still doing a bit of decorating and renovating a bit of furniture. But apart from that, she's doing well. The dog's doing well. It is a whisper bar. It's been out of the fridge for a long, long time, and it's now a soft whisper bar. Whereas normally it's a crunchy whisper bar. You are well, Jelly. All right. Okay, Nathan. Whisper bar is just chocolate, but it appears to have like little bubbles in the middle of it. So it's called a whisper bar. Don't know how they describe it. All it says is multi-pack. I don't think I've ever had a Whisper Gold one. different about them? The different chocolate, or what is it? Yeah, we don't have catfish. I'm sure we don't have catfish in the UK. No, I'm sure we don't. We have prawns, we have lobsters, I think, but they're usually like farmed in baskets or something. No, I've not had one of those, Nathan. I'll have to look for one. You know, we have crabs, we have all sorts of things, but we don't have catfish, crayfish. Don't think we have any of those. It's like that with me with prawns and shrimps. I can eat them and not be allergic to them. Then I can eat them and I just have a reaction. And somebody said it's from where they live. You know, if they live in the sea or something, you know, maybe certain parts of the sea are more polluted than others because they live at the bottom, as you know, shrimps and stuff. Because sometimes I have a violent reaction. I have this big red rash comes all over my face. And yet I'm not allergic to shellfish. Just sometimes. This is why I couldn't understand it. I can eat shrimps and prawns 9 days out of 10, and then the 10th one I'll have a violent reaction to it. I don't know what it is, Blossom. No, it's just apparently, you know, like shrimps from certain places, they affect me. Miguel, you can't have any watermelon. You'll have to buy one next time you go shopping. All right, Shad. Well, say good night to Fred for us. And I hope he adapts well to living in the wild. You want cantaloupe? Miguel, you've got an ally. I don't want anything. I've just had what I want. I've had crisps, shrimp, whatever you call them, and chocolate bar. And now I'm finishing up with Lucozade because I've run out of coffee. And I need to take my pills tonight because I forgot to take them last night. Forgot to take them. Trevor is gone AWOL again. As usual. Don't know where he is. Last week he was doing 20 locks, so that's why he was tired and couldn't stay on. I think it's getting summertime, isn't it now? He's going to be out and about and doing things. He's back on the boat, I think, now. He spent the cold weather in his house, but now he's back on the boat again. He'll be doing his crafting and earning his crust, selling his crafting off the boat, so that's where he'll be. I'm so jealous. I want someone to sell my crafting. We were just discussing like different places the other day where you could sell things. The craft fairs over here are just not the kind of place for the stuff that I sell. You know, they want amigurumis and stuff and toys and things, which I don't do. Yeah. It would be nice to have. I don't know whether you know a lady who's on Facebook. She's called Star Lily Creations, and she makes these wonderful hippie type of outfits that I would love to crochet. You know, festival tops with loads of fringing on. She does things with the granny squares and fringing on. And she goes around, she does work hard. She travels all around America, setting up her booth, setting up her stall. And she goes to places where the festivals are, basically. But in the UK, all it happens is it rains. And we don't have festivals where people have any money, And they charge a fortune, apparently, for, just a little stall. And I'm not standing there in the rain in Wellington selling anything. So it's a vicious circle, isn't it, lady son? Oh, you're going to go out and get a watermelon now, are you? Yeah. I don't know where Isaac is. He wasn't on, no. Oh, I'm not that old. No, I would just love an evening, into a craft shop or something. Because I'm too old to be standing on markets at my time of life. But, well, it's all things I'd like, but all things will not happen. I just keep crocheting and hoping for the best. Keep crocheting, you fool. I'm thinking of doing a video next time. Excuse me a minute, I've got to get a tablet out of here. Thinking of doing a video next time, more of a sort of a catwalk type of video, because I need to reassess what I've got in my crocheting, because I know a lot of it's not on view at the moment. And I'm going to get the rail, the clothes rail out. Oh, I'm lagging. Dragging. Oh no, I'm right now. Get the clothes rail out and put them all on coat hangers and do a little video I've got in stock here, because I've forgotten what I've got in stock with half of it. So I make things, show them, and then put them away. Yeah, you see, you've got an outing for that. If I made them, I wouldn't have anywhere to show them or to sell them to people. I'd only be able to put them like on my in my shop, and I don't think they'd sell in the shop, because people wouldn't want to pay the postage, to go to America and things. I normally say like my little tops and that £10 to get them sent to America, and when I go to the post office, it's only about £10.60 or £10.75 or something. I always lose out by up to £1 with my postage, even though the little tops are so lightweight. Lobster roll, I've not heard of that either. I do like my late night Lucozade, and I shouldn't be having it, should I? But never mind. Saturday nights is naughty night. Not in that kind of a way. Oh dear. No, we do have car boot sales, but you have to pay to go on them. And I don't have a car, so that's one thing. And also they want to buy junk for about £1, They don't want to pay my kind of money to, for the crafting and that. So, no, it doesn't really keep me awake. Once I start to go, then I go, yeah. Night, Anna. Well, I'm not going to be on much longer. It's 12:30. So it's time I thought about hitting the sack. I know, first time I had lobster, I thought, what? They're very expensive over here. By the time you finish cracking them all open, cracking them, there's hardly any meat on the damn thing. And then mine had all this brown stuff on it, and I didn't know whether it was innards or what it was. I thought, I'm not eating that. Doesn't look like lobster meat to me. Oh, is he being a pain, Nathan? Hit him with a rubber hammer. Why is he still awake? Is he just in that kind of a mood? Or does he normally stay awake? Is it his normal timetable, or is he just when he comes to you? Yeah. What does he do? Does he play on his tablet, or what does he do when he's in bed? A live stream in the morning. You can do it, Blossom. If you want to do a live stream in the Blossom, we'll try to be with you. But this girl here will be asleeping. Although your morning will be different than my mornings. No, my son wasn't allowed any electronics until. Well, Blossom, I'm sure you will get lots of people in the US with you, but I don't know what time 9 a.m. is at my time. So if anybody could tell me what time 9 a.m. is at my time. Oh, if it's 3 in the afternoon, you might have a chance then. Oh, he's just been an awkward custard, is he, Nathan? Yeah. He's defiant. I am not going to sleep. I am not going to sleep. Our Ian used to be like that. I'm not tired. I'm not tired. Honestly, I'm not tired. And he'd be like forcing his eyes to stay awake. His eyes would drift like that. He'd say, there, yeah, you go to sleep. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm wide awake. Oh, they're funny. Oh, Granite State Transparency. Are you a crocheter or a knitter? Tell us what you do for a craft. Blossom is a Texan. Woohoo. I'm sure I'm subscribed to your Blossom, so if you did put a live video up, I probably would see it, yeah. But I don't keep the email switched on the whole time, so it can be a problem. Oh, goodness, I bet you really enjoy these weekends, don't you, Nathan? If you want to learn how to crochet Granite State, then YouTube has some absolutely fabulous how-to videos. If you just type in learn to crochet. They do right-handed and they do left-handed, depends what you are. And they'll teach you all the stitches that you need to know. I think it's wonderful. I had to learn without that. I had to learn with a book. But now I think it's great that you can do you can learn so many things on YouTube. I've heard people say they fix the toilet or they fix the wash basin by, doing it on YouTube. I try to go to bed before 1, but sometimes it is 2 o'clock, Nathan. Surely he would go to sleep once you go to bed and turn the light off. Surely that would be a hint to him to go to sleep. He could be waiting for you to go to bed if he thinks you're doing something in another room that he's not party to. I always get New Hampshire mixed up with the Hamptons, where people you know, have these posh houses, weekend houses, don't they? Oh, and I had the dogs here. 4:45 one day. And I said to my son, he said, what time did Poppy get you up? I said, I had a lion one day. I said, it was 6:15. And he said, well, that's when I get up, Mum, about 5 o'clock. So that's not good for you then, Nathan. No wonder you're knackered at the weekend. It's a good job you don't want to go out clubbing, isn't it? Mm. Give him a spoonful of cowpole with tea. What's clubbing? I don't know. It's something I used to do years ago. I don't even think it's called going clubbing anymore now. At least I don't say disco. I'm not that out of touch. That's what it was in my day. Oh, the discotheque, yeah. Oh, I haven't been clubbing for you. Oh, I just broke my nail in half. I know my eyes are drooping. I just broke my big nail in half. It's gone. I don't know where it went. Yeah, I'm itching now. I'm going itchy. That's a sign I'm tired. Once I start itching my legs, that's it. Yeah, my big nail's just broke in half, people. It's a little nail now. It was like that when it matched it. I don't know where it went, but it's gone. Yeah, my eyes are drooping. I'm losing my voice. I'm just filing my nail down. Ah, that hand's now got one nail left. All the others are broken off. I've got terrible nails. They're just brittle. Right, people, it's 20 to 1. It's time this little old lady went to bed. Because she's going through. So thank you once again for your company, people. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I have. I have. I've enjoyed my Saturday nights with you all. So hopefully I'll see you all next week. Yeah. So I've got quite a bit of crocheting done, so that's great. Tomorrow I'm not setting any alarms. I'm going to sleep until I wake up, if you know what I mean. Right, oh Blossom, Patricia, Josh. Thanks for your visit, Josh. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Oh gosh, Miguel, we got 3 more weeks of babysitting. And I hope your eldest one goes to sleep very soon, Nathan. I know what it's like when you have a kid that doesn't sleep. It's dreadful. You feel like slipping a tramadol in the dinner, don't you? But you know you don't. So no, I wasn't that bad of a mother. But you feel like it, don't you? Have a spoon of Calpol. You don't feel very well, do you? Have a spoonful of Calpol, dear. All right, Marie, I didn't see you before. Right, bye. I'm going now, people. So thank you all very much for your company. And I hope to see you all next week. Bye now. Yeah, half a bottle will be better than a spoonful. I think it's called child cruelty, though, isn't it? Bye now.